ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹrẹ ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹrẹ èèjẹba èèjẹ kọkọrẹ o ọpẹ́ ló ń jẹrẹ ọmọ Yorùbá a kú oríire ẹ wò ẹ káalẹ́ ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ káàsán ẹ wò according to the time tá a bá bá yín àmọ́ lọ́dọ̀ tiwa ń bí lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ọjọ́ ìsinmi lónìí yóò sì san gbogbo wa ẹ wò ibi tá a gbégi sí igi tún padà wò níbẹ̀ ṣé ẹ ti gbọ́ tẹ́ ẹ bá ti gbọ́ ẹ bọ́ bí ẹ jẹ́ kémi ò sọ fún yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbẹnusọ Sheik Gumi ẹ ti mọ̀ wọ́n Islamic scholar ní Kaduna lọ́hùn-ún wọ́n ti ṣe ọ̀nà àbáyọ fórílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ẹ gbọ́ bàbá ti fún wa ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ sí Yorùbá nation ẹ dákun ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ bá ń farabalẹ̀ gbọ́ ètò yìí dáadáa torí pé ẹ ti mọ̀ wá wípé lórí ìkànnì yìí ọ̀rọ̀ tí a bá rẹ́rìí tá a lè back up àní sọ fún yín ẹ̀rí ń bẹ lórí ètò ẹ wo bí má sùn síwájú farabalẹ̀ kó o gbọ́ dáadáa kò ní gùn torí pé fún àǹfààní gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ ń wò wá tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa pé kíní yìí ń gùn jù a sì mọ̀ bí ìlú ṣe rí a ṣe ní ṣókí ni ìdí nìyẹn tá a fi ṣe ń túrò yẹn ní ṣókí tá a wọnú ètò bàbá yìí ti kọ lẹ́tà sí gbogbo àwọn tó yẹ kó kọ lẹ́tà sí ó ní káwa Yorùbá máa fọkàn balẹ̀ ẹ gbọ́ ìrètí ti dé àkókò ti dé lẹ́nu rẹ̀ Abdul Sheik bàbá tó jẹ́ pé òun ọmọ ibi táwọn bandit wà tí wọ́n bá ti gbígbì wọn ní Kaduna àyà ẹ̀mú wa eléyìí làbá tún máa pè ní ìjọba mutì ọwọ́ ti ṣe ọ̀nà àbáyọ fún wa báyìí ẹ wò ẹ ṣe kábíyèsí èmi náà fi kábíyèsí mo ṣe kábíyèsí f'Olódùmarè mo forí kalẹ̀ níwájú ọba sáàtì gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ṣe kábíyèsí fún ọba ńlá ẹ wò kẹ́ ẹ máa wá dúpẹ́ ẹ má bínú lọ́wọ́ àwọn aṣíwájú wa tó ti lọ ẹlẹ́dàá àwọn òsùn ẹ̀mí ẹlẹ́dàá Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ òsùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni olóyè bàbá wa Bọ́lá Ìgè wọn sún Adékúnlé Ajáṣin Adékúnlé Fájuyì ẹ gbọ́ ọ̀yá ẹja lọ sínú ètò ẹ wá gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ ẹ wá gbọ́ bó ṣe sọ pé ọ̀nà rèé kíjọba Tinubu kò nínú igbó torí pé ibi tí àwọn gan pàápàá bá dé yìí ó tó gẹ ọmọ léèfì ẹ gbọ́ bó ṣe sọ. The only way for the federal government to end bandits and do a normal thing for Nigeria, Sheik Gumi, the only way to end bandits and do the necessary thing that please Nigeria, Sheik Gumi. Bàbá yìí ti mú ọ̀nà àbáyọ pé tó ọ̀nà yìí lẹ́ẹ̀ gbà ó ẹ mọ̀ pé àkúwárápá igbákejì Ọlọ́run òun ló lè múròyìn wá bí ọ̀run ṣe rí fún èèyàn torí ẹni ó ti kú òní padà wá ṣùgbọ́n àkúwárápá yóò padà wá. Àbẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ni ẹ̀gbọ́n nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ ọ̀yá ẹ̀yà máa bá a bọ̀ torí mo ní ètò yìí ò gbọ́dọ̀ gùn. He says Tinubu is trying to rectify blunders of Buhari government and other past government, but I think he's doing it in a wrong way, at the wrong time, with a wrong system. Sheik Gumi ló sọ̀rọ̀. In this interview, Sheik Gumi spoke in a long way by giving out the reason and the only way whereby President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can end bandits and do the needful for the Nigeria. Follow us in this interview. Sheik Ahmed Gumi is a Kaduna-based Islamic scholar and a commentator on local, national, and international affairs. Ṣé ti gbọ́? Ipò tí bàbá yìí wà lẹ́ ń gbọ́ yìí o. Communicator ní international, national, local, gbogbo ló lè sọ̀rọ̀ tòró aṣíwájú ẹ̀sìn ni tí wọ́n sì gbà á gbọ́ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá sọ. Kódà bí àwọn ajínigbé ṣe láwọn ya wèrè tó tí Gumi bá lọ bá wọn ẹni wọ́n bá mú wọn fi ilẹ̀. Ẹ wá gbọ́ ṣé náà mo ṣe sọ pé akówárápá òun ló lè sọ èdè tí Ọlọ́run gbọ́ fún gbogbo ènìyàn. Ẹ gbọ́, in this interview he bears in his mind on the current economic reality in the country and now the new call for a new strategies, constitutions, and boundary in Nigeria, and the need for His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to look into what the regions are saying. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ṣé níbi tẹ́ ti mọ̀ yìí pé obì awẹ́ mẹ́ta ó tọmọ ìyá mẹ́ta pín. Kí là ń pọ́n? Bàbá Bọ́lá Tinubu tó Sheik Gumi tó ti sọ tiẹ̀ o. Ẹ máa bá wa bọ̀. Ìbéèrè tí wọ́n kọ́kọ́ béèrè ni. There is a recent concern bordering on the need for new constitution because many believe that current constitution is just board book and does not represent the interest of generality in Nigeria. What is your own position? Ìbéèrè nìyẹn. I support the drive, but the timing is not right. Any attempts by the government to tamper with the constitution now is like opening a Pandora box. Nigeria are already angry and tense up. There's a brain. Their brain are not cool now. They cannot sit and come up with a constitution that everyone can be proud of. The current constitution is not a problem, but the problem is the implementations. Democratic is self-giving, equally opportunities to all citizens. But now, the way our own constitution are is no more favoring some part of the country. For these reasons, the part that the constitutions are not favored can never accept the constitutional right. Whatsoever you may say about it, they will never agree. They will rather disagree. Moreover, now that everybody are hungry and angry, they cannot settle and do anything about constitution. Go forward. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí Sheik Gumi sọ. Ó ní ẹni tó béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ sọ fún pé constitution ìyẹn òfin ilẹ̀ wa wípé kí ló rí sí. Ó ní kì í ṣe pé òfin ìṣòro lọ́dọ̀ tòun lákọ̀ọ́kọ́. Àmọ́ ẹ̀múlò ẹ̀ àti bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe. Àmọ́ lẹ́yìn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ó wá sọ pé ara fánà ní Fátímọ̀ wà. Pé lásìkò yìí ìjọba kan ò lè jókòó kó sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣòfin kan tàbí òun fẹ́ túwé òfin kan kọ. Ta ló fẹ́ gbé wá fún? Àwọn wo ló máa gbà á lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Nígbà tó jẹ́ èyí tí wọ́n ṣe ilẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà kò pé àwọn kan. Àwọn wo ni ò pé? Àwa àrán Yorùbá. Ó wá ní ìran tí ò sì tẹ́lọ́rùn yìí ó ń sọ fún wọn pé ẹ gbọ́ o, wọn ò lè gbà láyé bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lọ ṣòfin míì wá láti inú ọ̀run àpáàdì àwọn ọ̀ràn yìí ò ní gbà. Ṣọ́parọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ sí comment section. Yorùbá nation iná ńlá fẹ́. Ẹ wá gbọ́ ìbéèrè kejì. Again, a few weeks ago, the federal government, through the defense minister, mobilized security to Sokoto and other parts of the country in order to combat the bandits, both in northwest, northeast, and even south and southwest, respectively. How did you receive this news? Baba Irene smile. You see, bandits is in this region, bandits in Nigeria and everywhere, and of standard mind. I want you to understand that these people you call bandits, or you call them any name you may call them, and it is just like an ethic issue. But these animal rearers, after the clinic pressure, are trying to raise the religion card, thereby making it difficult to deal with. The past ministry chief, under the 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari, told us that the click approach is about 25%, while the remaining 75% were the click approach. If they could spend about 14 trillion on click with the result on the ground, can we say the approach is working? If we have spent all this type of money on saying that we are doing the clinic and it is not working, you think we will have gone far? But Buhari spent $500 million on getting 12 super Tankona propeller jets. These are jets used for military training. If we are to go to war with any neighboring country with those jets, our enemy will have just been using ordinary hand egg grinder to bring them down. Ẹ gbọ́, ṣe gbọ́ nǹkan tí bàbá yìí sọ. Ó ní ọgbọ́n tí Muhammadu Buhari lò lọ́jọ́ sí tó lóun fẹ́ bá wọn jà, wípé ó lọ ra kíní òfurufú tí àwọn sójà fi ń jà. Ó nílé ìtọ́ra yìí tí èèyàn bá ní kódà òun fẹ́ lọ fi jà, bí Nàìjíríà bá lóun fẹ́ lọ fi bá Kotonu jà àbí Ghana, nígbà tí àbí kéèyàn máa ń káṣífù lọ́wọ́ nígbà tẹ́nìkan sì mú àdá lọ́wọ́ ni. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ohun. Wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé kí ló rí sí àwọn ajínigbé tó wà káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ó wá sọ pé ọdún 8 tí Buhari lò kò ṣiṣẹ́. Tinubu náà tún ti débẹ̀ báyìí, ọdún kan àbọ̀ kò tí ì rọ́gbọ́n dá sí. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ohun. What should they have done differently? I mean Tinubu. Luckily, I told this government earlier that clinic pressure will not help to solve the problem. Look at how we offer amnesty to agitators in Niger Delta and also to the southwest, so that Niger Delta will stop vandalizing our oil pipeline. Finalize oil pipeline. Understand that our economy was stake. Government thinks these animal rearer in the forest are not consequential. No, they have destroyed agriculture and displaced people. So they are equally, if not important, that the militant in the Niger Delta, because of geographical area involved in larger than just creek. Compare the numbers of local people in agriculture that our oil should have been used very effectively on our economies. Okay. But now that the Niger Delta took over and they are breaking the pipeline day in, day out. That is every day, Gumi said. I have a lot of advice to give the present administration so that we cannot continue in this suffering every time, all the time. Some of this advice are, that see, all these cattle rearers that are roaming about in the bush, we cannot control them any longer. But there are systems to take, and a step to take as well. Also, the bandits have already dominated the northwest. Then the government of Nigeria need to take an action. Wọ́n wá tún bí pé ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ so far. Ó ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí pé Buhari ò rí ṣe. Tinubu débẹ̀ lọ́dún kan àbọ̀, òun ní òrọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀dá. Niger Delta ju epo fẹ́, àwọn jí epo ní tiwọn. Àwọn onímàálù, àwọn fi ẹran tí wọ́n jẹ eko, wọ́n lé àwọn àgbẹ̀ kúrò nínú oko. Ó láàdẹ̀ dákẹ́, ìjọba ti ń gbìyànjú pé òun fẹ́ ṣe pé wọn ò lè rí ṣe o. Ẹ máa gbọ́ o. Ẹnìyẹn wá béèrè pé, are there any good deed under this administration so far? No. Yes, I think so. Few things quickly. The local government autonomy, Tinubu put in, that's only one I can say. Ẹ gbọ́, Gumi ní òfin pé kí wọ́n máa sanwó fún àwọn local government autonomy. Ìkan gangan nǹkan lòun fẹ́, lòun rí pé ó ṣe. Then another thing, the creation of livestock ministry. That's all. Méjì yẹn náà ni. How will you describe this government in this way and manner if it is managing the economy as Tinubu as a bad government? Tinubu is trying to rectify the blunder of Buhari government, but I think he's doing it in a wrong way, at a wrong time, with a wrong method. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Pé ó ní gbogbo nǹkan, ó gbìn pé Tinubu gbìyànjú, ó gbé kúdùn fún mẹ́ẹ̀, ó ní ṣùgbọ́n ó ṣe lọ́nà tí ò tọ́, àkókò tí ò wọ̀. But, sir, what advice can you give Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Good of you. Sheik Gumi replied, good question. My question is that if you cannot carry something, your power cannot carry it, you drop it or you share it. Ẹ ti gbọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá. If you cannot carry something, it's either you drop it or you share it. Parable. What do you mean? The journalist asked Gumi. What I mean is that the Nigeria is so far, so large and so big now. I believe in listening to what the people are saying. Former President Jonathan give amnesty, but it was later not work for the agitators and the militants. Now, Tinubu can now say he want to give amnesty because after some times it will not work. But it will rather be advisable for him to let us sit down round the table, the three parts, to decide on what to do. And moreover, 1914 amalgamations, people have been saying that it's already expired. Cutting the reporter. What do you mean, sir? People have been saying, do you believe in it? Yes. I believe that 1914 amalgamation is already expired. And now we can take a strong and firmly decision within the 3 or 4 tribes in Nigeria. Chetibo? Are you saying that Biafra can go and Yoruba can stand on their own. Why Hausa Fulani can also start? Gumi reply, yes, but it has to do with a serious and with a mindful actions that we need us to either sit around the table to sort it out amicably rather than going in making it violent, because violence will bring out a lot and the bandit will be able to enter us. Ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, Sheik Gumi ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí nínú interview tí wọ́n ṣe fún un, nínú ìbéèrè tí wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ Gumi, kí ló rí sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí níbi tó dé yìí. Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ báyìí. Ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ mú ní ká máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ti bá wa ṣe é, àti délẹ̀ lérí. Ìwọ̀n bá mú kírú àwọn Gumi kí wọ́n máa fọwọ́ sí orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá. Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ. Ìròyìn tá à ń wí yìí pọ̀, ó gùn, ṣùgbọ́n àsìkò tó, àsìkò sí ni mo fi sáré lọ mú kókó táwa nílò. Ó ní òun ó gba Tinubu lámọ̀ràn pé kó pè wá jókòó ká sọ ohun tó wà lẹ́dùn ọkàn gbogbo wa, wípé obì awẹ́ mẹ́ta ó tó pín láàrin ọmọ ìyá mẹ́ta, pé kò nílò bá ń dára wa láàmú níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ wa bá dé yìí. Àwa mẹ́ta náà ni àjò mẹ́ta lọ. Kí a jókòó ni pé ibi tá a bá dé yìí, àwọn wọn ti fún wọn àwọn agitators, àwọn militant amnesty kò ṣiṣẹ́. Yóò á tún padà máa béèrè orílẹ̀-èdè wa ni. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi, àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé. Ẹ ṣé gan-an, àkúùsìmí òní ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀ láṣẹ láyé àti láyé rẹ̀ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ẹ má bínú pé a lè wá lánàá, ó ní bó ṣe jẹ́ ni. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ púpọ̀. Ẹ̀yin lá máa dé bá, àwa ó lọ lónìí, a tún padà wá láìpẹ́. Ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa wà lójú ìwòran yín fún béèrè tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ béèrè, àbí ẹ fẹ́ ká ṣe live interview fún yín, ẹ lè pè wá. Àbí ẹ fẹ́ ṣe ìpolówó ọjà yín, ẹ pè wá sórí àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wa yẹn. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́, ó dàbọ̀.